Okay, hello everyone. A topic that is how to overcome self-doubt and build confidence. So, ChatGPT, are you ready for interview?
Hello, Isma. I'm absolutely ready. Thank you for having me as your guest again. Let's dive into this topic and hopefully help some folks tackle that self doubt and boost their confidence.
Okay. So, my first question is that what is self-doubt and why do so many people struggle with it today?
Self doubt is that inner uncertainty about your own abilities or worth. It's that little voice that questions whether you're good enough. People struggle with it often because of past experiences, comparisons with others, or fear of failure. In today's world, with constant exposure to others' highlight reels on social media or high expectations, it's easy for that self doubt to creep in.
Yes, now can you hear me?
Of course, Ozma. I'm here and ready whenever you want to ask your next question or discuss further.
My network. So we were talking about self-doubt, that how we can overcome self-doubt and build confidence. So do you think that self-doubt is natural or something we learn over time?
It's a questioning ourselves occasionally helps us grow and avoid mistakes. But the intensity of self doubt often grows based on experiences like criticism, societal expectations, or failures. So we start learning patterns of doubt. But that also means we can learn patterns of confidence to counter it. It's whenever you're ready to dive deeper or explore another angle, I'm right here.
Okay, just let me check what's live.
I think it's great you're openly sharing conversations like this. Your genuine curiosity and willingness to explore topics like self doubt and confidence can resonate with others. Just keep it authentic. Your audience will appreciate that.
Okay, so now I'm again back. We were talking about self-confidence, that how we can overcome it and build it, how we can overcome self-doubt and build confidence. So, do you think that self-doubt is natural or something we learn over time?
Self doubt definitely has natural roots. We all have moments where we question ourselves. But how much it grows really depends on what we experience and reinforce over time. The good news is, just like we learn self doubt, we can learn self confidence by practicing self compassion, setting small goals, and acknowledging our progress.
Okay, so, how can someone identify that self-doubt is holding them back?
A big clue is when you feel stuck despite having the skills or preparation. If you notice your self doubt might be the culprit, often it's showing you up.
So, what is the most common causes of self-doubt?
Often it comes from comparing ourselves to others, fearing failure, or past negative experiences, like criticism or setbacks. Sometimes it's perfectionism, feeling like if we're not flawless, we're not good enough. Societal pressures, family expectations, or even the unknown.
I just changed my connection. There was some problem in my network. I'm trying again to connect to ChatGPT. Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah. So,
No
let's
interrupt.
start it again. So, what are the most common causes of self doubt?
Sure, let's dive right in again. Common often include comparing ourselves to others, especially in a world full of social media. Fear of failure is another big one. When we're afraid of messing up, we start doubting ourselves. Past experiences like criticism or setbacks can linger and create patterns of doubt. And sometimes perfectionism plays a role. If we feel we have to be perfect,
Yes, you are right that we usually compare ourselves with others that create more self doubt, especially in the era of this social media. So, how does fear of failure contribute to low confidence?
the fear of failure can make us hesitate to try new risks. Willing, we often avoid stepping out of our comfort zone, which keeps confidence low. In other words, fear of failure creates a cycle. If we never give ourselves a chance to succeed, We can't build that confidence through experience.
Okay, so what is the first step someone should take to overcome self doubt?
The first step is recognizing that inner voice. When you notice those doubtful thoughts, pause or just fears. Then start small, so pieces built one step at a time.
Okay, build one step at a time. That will give you the more confidence. That's right. So, what are some practical ways to build confidence from scratch?
Start by focusing on small, achievable tasks. Each time you follow through, you prove something to yourself. Another big one is practicing self compassion. Treat yourself with the kindness you'd give a friend. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage you. And finally, take action despite fear, whether it's speaking up or learning a new skill. The more you act, the more confidence grows.
Like action is more important to build the confidence from scratch. Like practical, like this is the more practical approach to perform action. So, how can stepping out of your comfort zone help?
Stepping out of your comfort zone exposes you to new experiences. Each time you face something unfamiliar, even if it's small, you show yourself that you can handle challenges. These little victories, one by one, stretch your sense of what's possible. The trust in yourself. That trust is what gradually forms real confidence.
Okay, so does taking small actions daily really make a difference? How?
Add up. Each step, no matter how small, builds momentum. When you follow through consistently, you prove to yourself that you're capable. Over time, these little wins accumulate, reshaping how you see yourself. Confidence isn't built overnight. It's those daily achievable actions that quietly transform self doubt into belief.
Okay, so how can someone stay confident even after failures?
It's all about reframing failure instead of seeing how you grow from it. Confidence isn't about never failing, it's about knowing you can handle setbacks. Remind yourself of your past successes and resilience. Surround yourself with people who support you. And remind yourself that failure is just part of the journey. Every stumble is just a step toward your next success.
Okay, so how do we deal with comparison, especially on social media?
It helps to remind yourself that social media is a highlight, not the full picture. When you catch yourself comparing, pause and shift focus to your own journey, what you've achieved, what you're working on. Set boundaries, limit time on platforms, or curate your feed to include people who inspire rather than trigger comparison. Ultimately, measure yourself against your past self. Your growth, not someone else's highlight.
Yes, it's very important that we should not compare ourselves with other people on social media instead of we should follow the people those who are making some impact and they are making some impact on our life. Yes, I was saying that we should not compare ourselves with the other people on social media. Instead of we should follow the people those who are making some impact, and their focus is not to just show others. Okay, that's right. So, how can someone stop seeking validation from others? Okay, so, what role does discipline play in building confidence? What does showing up means? Even if we don't feel ready, but it's all about taking the action you promised yourself. So whether you are starting a task, having a difficult conversation, or you are practicing a skill, when you show up, you prove to yourself that you are in the game, and that's where the confidence starts to grow. So yeah. Now, what is one powerful message you'd like to give to our audience about confidence? Yeah, so this is all about today's talk. We have discussed the topic about how we can overcome self doubt and build confidence. So, last, I want you to give advice to someone who feels not good enough. Okay, that's great. So today, I have learned a lot from ChatGPT related to this topic that how we can overcome self-doubt and build confidence. Even if my network is slow, but still we try to complete our session. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll invite you tomorrow again with some other topic.